calming. You feel like you're somewhere else.
Yes, I agree. It's warm.
What up, though?
I was just wondering how you were feeling about just like your position this week. Obviously, I'm gonna use the veto. So
you are gonna use it.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making that decision. So I'm just wondering like where you're at. Like, what are you thinking?
So, I mean, obviously, I feel good with Vic. I don't know. Like, you won the veto, so if you want to use it, absolutely you should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have heard that possibly, like, me or Braden could go up. I don't know if that is something that is set in stone. I'm trying not to get into, like, the hyper wheels or the paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, no, you earn the veto.
Yeah.
So if you want to use it.
Yeah, like I'm still making the decision, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, I'm just trying to talk to people to see how they are feeling in relation to like replacements, because I don't know, I haven't really heard any names yet, so I'm not sure who she's even thinking of.
The thing with Vic is she is a little bit of a wild card.
Right.
I do feel good with her. I had a really good conversation with her where she's so nowhere on my radar, and the fact that she has kind of like kept me safe 2 weeks in a row speaks volumes. She's one of the people that her words have like matched up with her actions, and I let her know that that means a lot to me. I don't know what's best for her game though.
Right.
If the replacement nominee like wasn't me, I would probably respect what she wanted to happen with it.
Okay.
Just because she would be saving my butt if she didn't put me up.
Right.
But have you talked to her yet?
No, not yet. I was going to talk to her tomorrow just because I didn't want to fluster her or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I think tomorrow's a day off, so we're going to talk to her tomorrow. But obviously, like after our talks and stuff, like I want to have your best interest in mind.
Yeah.
So if you do feel like you're going to like be a strong, like a strong chance of being the replacement, I would want to really think about.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly, Vic is kind of a wild card.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I feel good with her.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like maybe if you had a conversation,
Yeah, like I will for sure.
she would let you know what she would want to do.
Okay.
She was a little vocal with me that she didn't want it used, and that, from what I've heard from the house, is that she did want Kiefer out.
Yeah, I just like it's just like at this point, it's like I know how much of a wild card she is.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if she's telling me the truth when she says that.
Yep. Who would you use it on, Latoya or Kiefer?
Well, I'd have to use it on Latoya.
Yeah.
Like I just like we obviously have a relationship.
Yep.
And yeah, she's just someone that like is good for us in the game.
Yeah.
So I couldn't risk like Vic lying to my face and just like switching the target. So,
How would you feel if she put up somebody like Ty?
well, I'd feel pretty like betrayed just because of like all of the things that she has said to us, like also ensuring our safety this week and like the things
I can't speak for her, but I don't think she would.
Yeah.
From all of the conversations that I've had with her, I know that she feels good with Ty.
Right. And we have a good relationship, like us three.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, at that point, it really comes down to conscience. Like, she swore on everything that she loves.
Yeah.
Like, that she wouldn't put us up this week.
Yeah.
And if she goes back on that, then that's kind of just like, that's just something that she has to live with. I don't want to play like that, so she can, but I don't think Ty would expect to go up. It would be like a huge blindside if that happened. Yeah, I just didn't. She never really gave us any names, so I just wanted to kind of touch base and see like if you were like worried about being that person.
I don't think that you can ever feel safe in the Big Brother Canada house, but honestly, like, I didn't win HOH and I didn't win POV.
Right.
So it's not really my call to make. I feel like I would be okay.
And I do too.
I don't know. I don't want you to base that decision on me.
Yeah, I know.
If it's like a good game move for you or if it's a good game move for Vic, you know?
Right. Like, I obviously do need to talk to her.
And, like, this is, like, between us.
Yeah.
You know, like, seeing Latoya and Kiefer on the block, like, really, like, hit home for me. Because there was with that flip, there was just so many like random lies going on. And like when it comes to Kiefer and LaToya, like I feel like it's pretty clear that they have a stronger game relationship with you and Ty, but they're also very like important people to me too.
Right.
Like even just in this house,
Absolutely.
I respect them a lot. I care about them a lot. So seeing them both up there, honestly, it sucks.
Right.
For me.
I agree.
And I think the only thing that could maybe smooth it over with Vic is, you know, like if you did pull off LaToya, like would LaToya like go hard for Vic or would it be somewhere else?
No, like
I think that would be Vic's biggest reservation.
Yeah, and that's what we have addressed is
especially if she can't play in an HOH.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly what we have addressed. The fact that Toya is close with Ty and I, but Ty and I are also close with Vic.
Yeah.
So by like her giving us her blessing to like take LaToya off the block,
Yep.
would be also us promising that we wouldn't be gunning for her, and we would be like having her best interest in mind going forward in this next HOH.
Yep.
So that's just like our main campaign is that, you know, like we've had a good relationship with you. She literally told us like, if you guys win POV, like take her off. So that I don't know if she lied to us about that too, but she literally said, if you guys win, take her off. I'll put someone else up.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm going to take her at her word. If I do decide to do that, I'm going to say, like, you told me to do it, right? Like, you can't really hold that on me.
Yeah.
And we told her, like, we will do our best to keep you safe moving forward. Like, that's just what it is. But yeah, it does suck seeing both of them up there.
For sure.
I do feel like Kiefer's getting a bit of a bad rap. Like, you know, he's just like, you know, he's not that kind of guy.
No, I know.
So,
and I know that.
Yeah, and it sucks for sure. But so what else do I need to say? So if she replaces, say she replaces somebody, are you gonna be like set in a certain vote, or will that depend? Like, are you gonna be voting Kiefer just because she would want that, or would you be open to doing other things?
I'd obviously have to have like the conversation with her. It would really honestly depend on like who her replacement is, right?
Right.
Because her replacement could change and it could be a different game move for like her target could change depending on conversations.
Right.
There's a lot of time after the veto to have these conversations. So like I wouldn't want to like just like overly commit to anything. But her target could honestly change.
Exactly. Yeah.
And maybe if you took LaToya, maybe Kiefer isn't actually her target. Like Kiefer could maybe be a benefit. So it would just kind of have to be like a conversation that I would have with her if the replacement nominee isn't me, right? Because I did kind of say that to her. Obviously, when you won, I figured that you would take one of them off. I figured it would probably be LaToya. So I did say that to Vic, like, you know, if there's a replacement, if you feel like you're in a jam, I'll do what I can. But her mind might change as well.
Right.
Like, I think a lot of things have happened.
A lot, yeah, I agree. I'm just curious where your head's at when it comes to being, like, I obviously know you don't play like that, so I'm just making sure that you're not, like, set on voting one way.
Yeah, it will be very hard for me to even say Kiefer's name. Right. Between me and you.
That's hard. And it'd be hard for me too.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, that's her target, per se. I don't know if it really is or not. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, they can say that, but it doesn't mean you have to vote that way.
No. You know? And it honestly, targets can change.
Exactly.
Like when somebody else goes up, there's different bargainings, there's different deals.
Exactly.
Like whatever I did, I would probably want to make sure that I was still like in a good place with her, just so that she knows like that it doesn't put her in a tight spot. But I think there's always room to bargain.
Right. Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's just like what's best for everyone and what's best for like the people you're working with. So. Yeah.
I think honestly, it just sucks so bad because I have felt obviously like a great connection with LaToya and Kiefer. We're obviously like we've talked game, but we've never solidified anything because I just always assumed that they were tighter with you guys. And a part of me is like, I wish we would have just solidified something sooner because I am starting to see how loyal you are. And the fact that you would kind of, you know, risk something to save LaToya, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I told you today, right? Like I am like that with the people that I trust. Yeah. And like, it's never too late. Honestly, I'm still kind of like putting this out for you.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
That's something I would do for you. So
I think it's,
especially
if it's like a move that won't put Vic in jeopardy. Do you know what I mean? Like if LaToya can kind of like bury the hatchet,
exactly.
It's all cool.
And that's the agreement.
Bigger fish to kind of fry.
Absolutely. That is the 100% the agreement. We know that moving forward, like targeting Vic doesn't help us. So it's just something that we can assure her of, and hopefully that's enough for her to not do something like put Ty up. You know what I mean? Because that would just blow up in her face, realistically.
I don't know where she's at, but I honestly don't know if she would.
I don't think she would, because like
it is hard. She's a wild card.
She's like, oh, absolutely.
And I'm just trying, like, there is potential that I could be the replacement Nom, but I'm just like, I just can't get to that space. The 2 days where like I was like feeling paranoid or worried about it, I'm just like, it's not even worth it.
No, it's not.
You know, like she won HOH, she can do what she wants for her game.
Exactly.
You won that POV. Yeah. If it's taking LaToya off, like I understand it. I don't think that Vic would put me up, but if she did, like I understand that it's a game. I want to play like a game that like I'm proud of, and if it doesn't last as long as that I would like, I want to enjoy the time while I'm here.
Right.
I'm not like by any means throwing in the towel. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But to be in this game, like I have to win shit too. I haven't won anything yet.
Right.
Like I still have like my stuff to prove.
Right. And that's why I just want to make sure that you're not...
No, I wouldn't hold that against you or anything.
Oh no, yeah.
Do you know, like...
Oh, I know that. Well, I just like I would have different intentions than just taking LaToya down. Like you would not be someone that I want up.
Yeah.
And like these are things that I'm gonna be talking to Vic about in the coming days, and like it's never gonna involve you. So yeah, I don't want you to like volunteer.
Yeah. Oh,
don't be doing anything dumb like that.
I kind of already said my piece with Vic.
Yeah.
Where I do feel like I feel good with her. I said my piece. I'm not gonna hound her.
Okay.
Like I'm not even really. There was like so much heat before where I'm like.
Yeah. You don't want to.
I'd say have a conversation with her, and you honestly never know. Mm-hmm. In a perfect world, if LaToya and Keith both stayed and I was here, I would like that.
You would love it?
I would.
Okay. That's all I want to hear, because that's exactly the seed I'm planting. And I want you to be here next week, and I want Kiefer and LaToya to be here next week.
Yeah.
And moving forward, we would have the major majority in this house.
And I like Bible would not go against Vic. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if I won or something, like her name's not coming out of my mouth at this stage in the game, not even a little bit. But if that was the situation that unfolded, I would be happy, because there was so much BS going around that it's really hard to decipher like who you can believe and who you can trust.
Right.
And I did have a lot of trust in LaToya and Kiefer, and that vote and the rogue votes and things, like it just started to feel sketch. Mm-hmm. And I feel like my intuition was off. And when they were both standing up there, I felt like garbage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I feel like they really took the fall for something that everyone contributed to.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is fair, but I'm going to do my part and kind of make up for it.
Yep.
And I think moving forward, if we can do something this week and make sure that we all stay, then we will have a very strong majority in this house, and you will be fully protected by that majority.
Yeah, and so would Vic too, right? Obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's just what I need to portray to her and let her know, because I think right now she's looking at sides of the house and she thinks that one side is stronger than the other, but she doesn't know about what the sides really are.
Right.
Okay? So once I kind of lay it out
and
to her,
there has been like so many gray areas, right?
So many. Well, there's so many like people that are kind of not committed anywhere, so you don't really know where they are. You don't know where their loyalties are. Yeah. Like the last 2 days when I hadn't talked to you yet, like I thought you were fully committed to like the Kyle and Rose of the world. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, she's on the other side.
Yeah.
You're lost. Like you're not with us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're
Sorry,
okay.
1 sec.
Or never mind.
Just 1 sec.
Yeah.
But now, like hearing that, like that is something you're interested in. 100%. That's exactly what I want.
I would appreciate if you kept this conversation between me and you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
Even when you have like your conversation with Vic.
Oh yeah.
Just because I do like want to like respect her, and I still, because I am kind of on the outs, I still have to kind of like keep my cards close.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know?
No, I completely respect that. I just want to make sure that like
because that could have like taken like a lot of like heat on me
Yeah.
as well.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it did kind of feel like I was like, are people putting wedges in between people where they shouldn't be?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, people know that if we have a relationship, then we are very strong. Like you will be with a very strong majority.
Yeah.
So it's just.
I appreciate you talking to me.
Yeah, just
this
food
is
for
like
thought.
building trust.
Yeah. No, it's food for thought.
Yeah.
Moving forward,
I respect your choice. I do respect Vic's choice. Because at the end of the day, like if I win anything, then I'll feel like I have more say in some places.
And that's the only way you can really be somewhat secure is winning.
Right. And I want to win for me too, right? Like if I
that's what I
stay
said today. I was like, I have to win for me because my my ego's getting shot right now. Like I'm 0-3 in comps. Like
well, you crushed that comp and you did it so fast. So
yeah. Well, I just had to do it for me, like my family watching, So your day will come though. Watch, it will come.
You guys will see my kids.
Yeah, I want to.
If I'm not the replacement nominee and I don't go home.
We'll see the imaginary kids that you have.
I know, they're not even real. Oh, the cover story's going to be great. You're gonna be like, are these the same pictures? All black and white.
Hilarious. I love that.
But yeah, no, thanks for chatting.
Yeah, no problem.
Good chat.